The air in room 3B was thick and still, broken only by the oxygen machine's whisper and the heart monitor's faint beep. Afternoon light filtered weakly through closed blinds. In the bed lay Lily, 7 years old, a fragile wisp whose life was now counted in shallow breaths. Clara, her hospice nurse, watched from the window. She saw Lily's small, pale hand trace slow arcs over her hospital gown, first one side of her back, then the other. Invisible wings. "What are you drawing, sweetie?" Clara asked gently. Lily stared at the thin slice of blue sky. "My wings," she whispered. "They're supposed to be here so I can fly away." Clara knelt beside the bed. "I want to meet them," Lily said, voice thin but determined. "Real angels. Before I go." The wish landed like a stone in Clara's chest. She dealt in morphine drips and symptom charts, not miracles. Her supervisor would call it delusion, urge redirection. But watching Lily trace those phantom wings, Clara felt something rebel. The idea struck from her buried past. Her brother Michael had ridden with an outlaw motorcycle club. On their leather vests, wings. That night she dug out an old number labeled, Clubhouse. She hadn't spoken to him in 10 years. During night shift, with Lily asleep, Clara dialed. A gravel voice answered. "Yeah. I'm a nurse at Children's Hospice. There's a girl, Lily. She's dying. She saw your wing patch and thinks you're angels. She just wants to see you. Please." Silence. Then, "We're not angels, lady." Click. Humiliation burned. She had disturbed dangerous men for a child's fantasy. 2 days of quiet despair followed. Lily weakened, eyes silently asking, "Are they coming?" Clara forced brittle smiles. "They're getting ready. Long flight." Then Lily gripped her hand. "You told them, didn't you? The angels. You have brave eyes." That trust cracked Clara open. If the angels wouldn't come, she would go to them. On her day off she drove to the clubhouse, a windowless cinderblock garage behind chain-link and barbed wire. Bikes parked like iron beasts. The air smelled of oil and threat. She approached the steel door. A tattooed man blocked her. "Help you," I called. "About the little girl." He vanished inside. Moments later a giant stepped out. Broad, leather-vested, graying beard, scarred brow, cold blue eyes. "I'm Rec. You were told no." Clara held his stare. "Lily's been in pain 2 years. Machines, 1 room, can't even eat ice cream. She traces wings on her back, trying to feel them grow. To her your patch, your formation riding, you look like guardians. Like angels." Rec studied her sensible shoes, her plain uniform. Silence stretched. Then, "You should go." The door thudded shut. Defeat hollowed her on the drive back. Saturday. Lily barely responsive, breaths slow. Clara sat holding her hand. A vibration started. Low, then growing. Windows rattled. Not thunder. Engines. Clara parted the blinds. The street had vanished under chrome and black leather. Hundreds of motorcycles filled it curb to curb, at least 500. They killed engines in rolling sequence. Silence fell, broken only by cooling metal ticks. Rex swung off the lead bike and strode inside. Chaos erupted in the lobby, supervisor shrieking about gangs and police, doors locked. Clara ignored it all. She transferred Lily to a wheelchair. "The angels are here, sweetheart." She pushed past stunned staff. Rec entered, boots echoing. Supervisor protested. He ignored her, walked straight to the child. He sank to one knee, bringing his face level with Lily's. "We heard a little angel was looking for friends." Lily's trembling fingers traced the white feathers on his vest patch. "You came," she breathed, pure and shattering. "We came," Rec rumbled softly. Signal was bad. Took a while. Through the glass doors, 500 bikers stood silent. Many had removed helmets. Hard faces showed tears. Not monsters. Guardians summoned by a child's faith. Lily slipped away peacefully 2 days later, Clara holding her hand. Her final drawing. A smiling girl riding a winged motorcycle, driver wearing a skull patch. At the small funeral, Rec and half a dozen men stood at the cemetery's edge under an oak, heads bowed. They left without a word. A month later the hospice board announced an anonymous donation, enough to build the long-planned pediatric wing. Paperwork traced it to the Wingman Foundation, funded by a massive charity ride run by a local motorcycle club. Years passed. Lily's wing rose, Bright, colorful, with a garden where sick children could feel sun. Clara became director. On her desk sat the framed crayon drawing. The annual Angel ride grew enormous. Thousands of riders, outlaw and straight alike, rolled in each year. Engines once feared became a sound of hope. Millions raised for children's causes nationwide. Rec visited often. The huge man sat in tiny chairs, reading adventure stories in his gravel voice, tales of open roads and freedom. He told kids about a braver girl than any biker he'd known, one who saw angels where others saw only men. One autumn day Clara stood at Lily's wing entrance, watching the sea of bikes gather for the ride. Rec joined her beside the plaque, "Lily's wing, for our little angel." She would have liked this, Clara said. All the noise, all the life. She started it, he rumbled. We just keep the engines running. For the first time, he gave a real smile. You have brave eyes. Clara smiled back through tears. Heroes don't always wear capes. Sometimes they ride in on thunder, wings stitched on leather. And sometimes the bravest one of all is a 7-year-old girl who believed in angels, and made everyone else believe too.